Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered what it would be like to walk on another planet? Well, on this day, January 4th, 2004, humanity took a giant leap in answering that question. We didn't send a person, but we sent the next best thing, a robotic geologist named Spirit. This wasn't just another space mission. It was one of the most daring and ambitious planetary landings ever attempted. The destination? A mysterious alien world nearly 50 million miles away, Mars. The journey to Mars is long and perilous. For 7 long months, the Spirit rover traveled through the cold, dark void of space, tucked inside its protective spacecraft. But the real challenge wasn't the journey, it was the arrival. Landing on Mars is notoriously difficult. They call it the 7 minutes of terror for a reason. The spacecraft had to hit the Martian atmosphere at over 12,000 miles per hour, then slow down to a dead stop on the surface, all in just a few agonizing minutes. There's no room for error. A tiny miscalculation, and the multi-million-dollar mission would be over, becoming just another piece of space debris on the red planet. So how did NASA pull it off? With one of the craziest, most ingenious landing systems ever designed. As the spacecraft plunged through the thin Martian air, it deployed a heat shield to endure temperatures hotter than molten lava. Then, a massive parachute opened up to drastically slow its descent. But that wasn't enough. The Martian atmosphere is too thin for a parachute alone to guarantee a soft landing. This is where things get really wild. Just seconds before impact, giant airbags inflated around the lander, cocooning the precious rover inside like a futuristic beach ball. The retro rockets fired, bringing it to a near halt, and then it was dropped. The whole thing bounced across the rocky Martian terrain, some bounces as high as a 5-story building, before finally rolling to a stop. Inside the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in California, the mission control team held their breath. The room was packed with scientists and engineers who had dedicated years of their lives to this moment. They stared intently at their screens, waiting for a signal. A signal that would tell them if their robotic explorer had survived the 7 minutes of terror. The silence was deafening. Then it came, a faint but clear signal. Spirit was alive. The room erupted in cheers, applause, and tears of joy. Against all odds, the rover had made it. Humanity had once again successfully landed on Mars, but landing was just the beginning. The airbags deflated, the lander petals opened up like a flower, and there it was, the Spirit rover, ready to roll onto the Martian soil for the first time. Its destination was Gusev Crater, a massive impact basin that scientists believed might have once held a lake. Spirit's mission was simple, yet profound: to find evidence of past water on Mars. Water is the key ingredient for life as we know it, so finding its ancient signatures would be a monumental discovery. Spirit was a marvel of engineering. About the size of a golf cart, it was equipped with a suite of scientific instruments. It had a panoramic camera to take stunning 360-degree color photos of the landscape, a microscope to examine rocks up close, and even a special tool called the rock abrasion tool, or RAT, to grind away the weathered surface of rocks and see what was underneath. It was a geologist's dream toolkit, sent to explore a world we'd only seen from orbit. The initial mission was planned for just 90 Martian days, or sols. Everyone hoped it would last that long, but Mars is a harsh environment. The temperature swings are extreme, and fine red dust covers everything, threatening to clog up mechanisms and block the solar panels that powered the rover. No one really knew how long Spirit could survive, but this little rover was a fighter. 90 days came and went. Spirit kept going. It explored hills, analyzed rocks, and sent back incredible data. One of its most significant discoveries happened at a place called the Columbia Hills. There, Spirit found rocks that were incredibly rich in silica. On Earth, this kind of silica deposit often forms in hot springs or volcanic vents where there's plenty of water. It was a smoking gun-strong evidence that Gusev Crater wasn't always the dry, dusty place it is today. It was a place that once had liquid water, a place that could have potentially supported microbial life. This discovery alone changed our understanding of Mars forever. Spirit's journey wasn't without its challenges. It got stuck in soft soil, its wheels malfunctioned, and the Martian winters were brutal, starving it of sunlight. Each time, the brilliant team back on Earth worked tirelessly to solve the problems. They devised clever driving techniques to navigate tricky terrain and figured out how to tilt the rover towards the sun to maximize power. It was a constant battle against the elements, a testament to both the rover's robust design and the ingenuity of its human operators millions of miles away. For years, Spirit roamed the Martian landscape, far exceeding its original warranty. It climbed hills, weathered dust storms, and gave us a front-row seat to another world. The images it sent back were breathtaking. They weren't just scientific data. They were postcards from an alien frontier. We saw Martian sunsets, dust devils swirling across the plains, and the rugged, rusty red terrain stretching to the horizon. Spirit made Mars a real place, a place we could almost reach out and touch. Eventually, after more than 6 years of exploration and traveling nearly 5 miles, Spirit's journey came to an end. In 2009, it became permanently stuck in a patch of soft, sandy soil that engineers nicknamed Troy. The team tried for months to free it, but the rover was trapped. It continued to work as a stationary science platform for a while, but a harsh Martian winter eventually depleted its power, and in March 2010, NASA received its final communication from Spirit. But the story of Spirit is not one of failure. It's one of incredible triumph. A mission designed for 3 months lasted for over 6 years. It fundamentally rewrote the textbooks on Mars, proving that parts of the planet were once wet and habitable. It paved the way for future, even more advanced rovers like its twin, Opportunity, and later, Curiosity and Perseverance. Spirit showed us what was possible when we combine human curiosity with brilliant engineering and a relentless will to explore. So the next time you see that reddish dot in the night sky, remember Spirit. Remember the little rover that could, the robotic geologist that bounced onto another world on this day, January 4th, 2004, and became our eyes and hands on the surface of Mars. It sits there silently now, covered in red dust, a monument to human exploration. Its mission is over, but its legacy lives on in every new discovery we make on the red planet. This is TimeShift Tech, where we explore what happened in technology on this day. Because every date matters, and every date marks a moment in technology history. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey to Mars, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another moment in tech history. See you next time.